start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Morrison. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown of the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember,
oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he
touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down. Tua into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Noah Phins, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings
fires this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. In motion right is Wilson. On first down, it's Morrison. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Ready, break.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Hall.
And he's got some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get...
He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Garrett Wilson, 92 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Runs over it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
In motion, Hill. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Two and now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
Down inside the 10.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Okay, ready?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker. linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
They'll try and throw for him. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL in high school.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there of 22. Here's Tua. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A give running right is Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Running left, it's Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, and I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from back.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession
as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Phins. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're going to look to throw. Going right back to Phins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to pass. Tua flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
Throw right side, Wilson.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been to go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photo.